Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Mike with smartoptiontrading.com. It is Friday, the 15th of August. This is our weekly recap. It's been quite the week here in the markets. I hope you all had a good one. Link in the description below, smartoptiontrading.com. Come in, click on live trading alerts, and join us in our live trading room with Zoom and Discord. And you can see how we trade every day. We'd love to have you. So let's get into it and let's talk about what's been going on this week. And it's been quite the week. We've had this series of nonstop choppy rotating days. And, we really kind of haven't broke it. We're still kind of doing it. We put a new all-time high in on Wednesday. Yesterday, the market gave us every reason to sell off on a very hot PPI number, and it came roaring back. It got above the all-time high pre-market today, but didn't hold it. So we didn't get that. And then we came back down today. Again, you know, red, green, red, green, red, green. We're still above the 8-day. We're still holding in fine. It is summer in the markets. It's the end of summer. We got a couple weeks to Labor Day weekend. Next week, Jackson Hole will be the big focus. The Jackson Hole event, Powell's speech will be on Thursday. All right, so overall holding in, things are going fine. The Q's a little bit weaker, back to just above the 8-day. We saw some broadening out of the market. The IWM had a nice big two-day move, we've given much of it back. The Dow put a new all-time high in today as well. The banks have held well, but you got a nasty down candle there today. Goldman coming in from an all-time high. JP Morgan never got there. Morgan Stanley also put in an all-time high. Energy here, we're watching. Right now, you have the Trump-Putin summit. It's just started here in the last half hour or so, and the world's waiting to see what, if anything, comes out of this. And, oil will be affected by this. If it goes well, that means that oil will probably come down and more Russian oil will be available on the market with sanctions being lifted. If it goes bad, it means they're probably going to crack down on Russian oil and try to take it off the market. And you'll probably see oil spike on that. So, we'll see how that plays out. The VIX has said there's nothing going on here, remains overall down, although up today. Bonds, no love here. That PPI number basically got 100, people thinking, well, we're not going to get a 50-point basis cut in September. Maybe we get a 25. Bitcoin tried to break over 120, got put in a new all-time high, and then just couldn't hold it and came in with the markets. Is what it is. So what's been good this week? What's been in play? Yes, semis made a new all-time high. Avgo was a leader there, new all-time highs. Traded Intel and did well with it this week. That never happens. New 52 plus week highs there. AMD continued to build here off that move, came in a little bit here to the 8-day in that gap, but overall put in a new range high. NVDA mostly just sideways, but holding in just fine. You get the idea here. So, the semis continue to look good. Tesla's been all over the place this week. It tried to pop. It got a reversal candle on Wednesday, couldn't hold it, and back down under the 8-day here as we go into the close. Coin gave a nice trade on Wednesday, but again, couldn't hold it, came back down. You get the idea. Circle, caught that on earnings for a little bit. There was but again, the report was, I mean, to me, I thought it was a fine report but just not enough here, I guess, for the markets. CoreWeave also, I thought had a great report this week. They sold that off. Their lockup expired today, but didn't get much of a bounce. The real winners this week have been Google. Google had a big move. It is now a buck from all-time highs, still sitting in calls on that. Amazon, they bought most of that earnings weakness back and, sitting in a couple calls there for the move back up there a little bit as well. We've been trading in and out of those all week long. Apple gave some trades this week, although it was early. It was on the early part of the week. The last 2 days, it's been sideways, not doing all that much. Hood, after some major weakness the other day, bounced off the 21-day and, shooting right back up highs of the day here. You know, had some losses along the way, as we all do. United Healthcare to me got me. Um, hit my 50% stop on my options area, got out, and then it worked back up. That's just the way it's going. Microsoft in general remains out of play. Meta hit a new all-time today, a nice move there, but again, coming back in. China names all over the place. Baba had that big gap up and then came right back down, and just not a lot of follow through in this market. Boeing's trying to break out. Boeing's heading up for that recent highs, so maybe there's something there. So, overall the market's holding in fine and, names are giving trades. It's just about being in the right name and just looking for them. And that's what we're doing here. Every day we're out there looking to say what's in play, what should we be going after, what should we be trading. Outside of that, guys, it's, nothing changes here. Next week, other than Powell, there's really no data that's going to shock the market. While there's earnings, there's nothing very Nothing huge on earnings next week. I think got some retail names, some software names coming in the week after. We have NVDA. So for now, you just stay the course. I'm just continue to look for longs until we find, you know, until the market decides it wants to make a change. It wants to come in. Eventually it will, but not today. Had every reason this week and it didn't. Do some charts on Sunday. Everybody have a great weekend, and I'll catch you in the room on Monday morning.